Hello, Internet. littledogs13 here from the Weekly Speak podcast here to make my introduction video. Um, Hi. For those of you who don't know a lot about me, why don't I just start off say some things about myself. I don't really consider myself an artist. I know some of the other people kind of consider themselves artists, whether it's writing or photography or something. I'm more of kind of a dabbler. I have a lot of ideas. I don't exactly have the best way of expressing them, and I kind of like transition from time to time based on what I do. Sometimes I'll go real passionate for a week and just love to strum my guitar. Um, don't really do a whole lot with it, just typically strum it. Sometimes I'll write lyrics. Usually it's not that great. And I like to doodle a lot. Sometimes I'll take the time and actually kind of sketch something a bit more detailed. But my art skill isn't that great. Anyway, it's just something I like to do to just kind of express some creative ideas. Um, More about me. Like probably about half of the hosts on the show, I am a student, more specifically a college student. I'm pursuing an engineering degree, specifically aerospace, which means yes, I hope to be a rocket scientist, so I can actually say, yes, I do rocket science. Anyway, other things, probably one of my biggest passions that I'm kind of lax on right now, but I hope to get back into soon when my life frees up a little bit, is anime. Um, I really didn't get into anime for quite some time. I mean, I watched like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh when I was little, and Digimon too, though not as much as the other stuff. But I really don't consider those anime. Those are Saturday morning cartoons, especially because they're edited, so they're meant to be Saturday morning cartoons. I really didn't get an anime until a few years ago, actually. I was pretty late to the Cowboy Bebop game, and I love that. And I started watching more and more and more and more, and there's a lot that I like, and there's a few that are just kind of like, what? I don't get it. But I try and watch it anyway to try and get the full experience. There's a lot that I like, and that actually brings me to what my topic will be, or segment rather, for the show. Um, it's going to be anime reviews. So I'm going to set up my Netflix account and hopefully watch at least one anime a month, or try to get through as much of it as I can and write a review on it. Or not really write a review because it's going to be maybe a 5-minute segment on the show, but kind of talk about it, what I like, what I didn't like, what I think about it, what it is, most importantly. And maybe get some of you guys to try and convince. I'll try and stick stuff on Netflix. And of course, if anyone has any suggestions for stuff I should do, uh, you can always hit me up on. I'm on Twitter at littledogs13. And I also have a Tumblr page, littledogs13.tumblr.com. And of course, there's always my Rooster Teeth page. You can just send me a line somewhere there, give me something, and I'll probably do it. I already kind of have a backlist of stuff I've already watched, so I'll try and get through as much of this as I can, and before I start working the other ones. But probably my favorite one, which I'm not sure if I want to do first, but my favorite anime of all time. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but it's Code Geass. There's a little book right there, a little silly book right there of the Queen anthology, which is it's pretty awesome. All you guys should read it. I say guys because it is the anthology for boys. There is also an anthology for girls, but it's a fun read. It's like silly parody stuff based on the show. But it's a good show. There's other stuff I've seen like Full Metal Alchemist, both the original and Brotherhood, Death Note, classic, Cowboy Bebop, like I said, um, Trigun. There's a bunch of other stuff I'm trying to get through. But I mean, there's so many, and it's so hard to get through them all. That's why I'm going to try and stick to one a month, and I already have a backlist, so that way if I fall behind, I already have kind of reserves to go on. Probably one of my other passions, going on a slight tangent from anime to animation, would be a little show called My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, which, if you listen to the show, I might have brought up a few times that I enjoy the show. I know Action Man also watches the show. Some of the hosts do, some of the hosts hate it with a passion. Whatever, different tastes for different people, I guess. But I find it wonderful, and that's another thing I just felt to share about me. Um, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, for those of you, if you notice, I am actually wearing my RTX 2011 T-shirt, and also have my first RTX 2011 mug. And of course, right here in the corner, I do have a Season 9 poster, which I got at RTX, and you can see kind of autographs all over the place from the cast and crew that got signed there. So that's something a lot of people don't have yet, unless they went to RTX, which more people will probably get that this year at RTX, which sadly I will not be attending, and I'm hoping to make it to RWBTO, so keep listening if you, I'll say whether or not I'm actually going to try and go. But one thing, if I do go, and you also go, and you see me there, I know Sound Barrier made a mention of this in his video, so shout out to him. But one thing I like to do, I don't go to too many meetups, but something kind of as a silly little icebreaker and something to remember me by is I always make these little business cards. So here's kind of one that's been sitting in my wallet. Something a little silly right there. Now it's kind of out of focus. But I'm going to probably make a whole bunch of those if I end up going and hand them out. They're just kind of silly. You know, Soundberry had the other one that I gave to him at RTX, and some other people have some. But other than that, I just love to, talk on the show because it's, for the most part, more or less, it's just friends hanging out and chatting, and I love chatting with my friends, and I love that you guys listen and enjoy it for the most part. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have. So, see you on Weekly Speak.